Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope for April 2018, and this is for you coming from Virgo. Now, before I start, I'd like to just make it clear that I charge USD 50 for a 90 minutes Skype session. I normally say that during the end of the program, and there are a few people who feel that they may not have heard it, and so they're quite surprised when they email me and find out it's going to cost USD 50. So let's clear that up. Right. Now, I'm going to shuffle my cards quickly. And the first card that I pull will be for the first 15 days of April for you coming from Virgo. And this is not a good card at all. So let's start with finding a new romance. In the first 15 days, it's going to come with plenty of complications, differences of opinion. There are the signs of Venus, of Mars, of Jupiter, and it's only one of these planets who's helping you, which brings the new contact, but brings a very difficult new contact or a complicated one. So don't get too excited. Wait, play the game, look behind the scenes of this person. If you have an ongoing romance, again, the problems can be provocation. There's also a planet here that shows that some things of the past can be brought up, something about reputation, something like that. And so you may be finding some disappointment news coming up in the first 15 days in your ongoing romance. If you value the ongoing romance, be understanding. Not everybody is perfect. But if you find that it's a bit too much for you to swallow this kind of reputation of this person that's coming out in the first 15 days, then you'll have to be deciding on actually stopping this new romance. Your ongoing romance is quite steady, but again, something about reputation, something about a demand made on you, and that is not going to make you very happy in the first 15 days. If you value the romance, you'll have to bend backwards and accommodate this person. If you be suspicious about this person, about the reputation of this person, then just call it off and play safe. The bottom line words are play safe in the first 15 days when ongoing romance is concerned. Now, regarding marriage, that's a more serious affair than love affair of a romance. So there can be differences, and there can be blame, and there can be arrogance. So all that comes with the sun position on this card attacking Venus, because the Venus is also here. I like Kabbalistic cards because they have planetary signs on them. And so all this game about blame is seen here. Well, if you want the marriage to be happy and it's you listening to me, you should not put the blame on anybody. And if the blame is put on you, just bend backwards, take it calmly. It's only 15 days after all, first 15 days of April, which will pass very quickly. And it takes both hands to clap. And if you return the blame, well, the blame will come bouncing back at you again. So just go slow and you'll be in control. It's not a deadly first 15 days to ruin your marriage or anything like that. But be cautious, some things can run very deep in the marriage area, so you definitely don't want to be insulting. Let's go to your job area. And your job area says that you can be blamed, your reputation is at stake, the possibility of not getting a promotion is very strong, no status given to you, but no threat of losing a job. So the continuity is there in the job, but nothing so exciting in the first 15 days of April for you coming from Virgo. And so play the waiting game. It's only 15 days. It's not forever. Just stomach whatever you have to do, more work for less or whatever, and you'll be able to survive. If you are in business, the risk is much more. It says that it's your ego pushing you to get the contract or to meet the person who can give you the contract. Ego does not alone bring profits in business. So this ego planet, you could be awed by the person who can give you a contract and look up to this person and admire this person. But this card also warns that the basics are very weak in business. And so rather than grabbing a promise from somebody who is in power of something, I would say play the waiting game. Don't take the risk of agreeing to anything in the first 15 days in business, and learn how the situation, whether it can improve for you or not. It's only 15 days. Play the waiting game, because I'm a bit worried that your ego may be too much, and because of your ego you will put yourself at risk in business. Let me pull the next card. And this will be to do with your last 15 days for you coming from Virgo. And they become worse. Now the planets of Venus again and Jupiter and Uranus are here. Now this combo of planets are not very friendly. And they show the problem is going around and around and around. Foreverness with this card. Infinity, the sign of infinity is there. So problems keep returning. So your last 15 days, if you find, in your last 15 days, if you find a new romance, the problem is just coming back again and again, either in personality or either in financial areas or rather in love-making areas or whatever. There doesn't seem happiness. And these things are bouncing around. So if you find a romance in the last 15 days, don't grab it too quickly. Enjoy it by all means. Don't commit yourself too much. That is what I would suggest. And if you have an ongoing romance for the last 15 days, you tell yourself that these problems are revolving. They are not disappearing. They just keep coming back at you. And because of that, do you want to carry on with this romance? Ask yourself. You weigh the consequences, because I can see an eternity of problems keep coming back at you in your ongoing romance. Can be financially, can be in any area of your life. So it is not a very happy last 15 days in romance, whether a new one or whether an ongoing one. And if you're married, tell yourself again the eternity of problems revolving are there. No solution can be found. That's the problem in the last 15 days. That's why this eternity sign is here. And so you are listening to me. So you have to put your finger on what is troubling your marriage partner or what is troubling you. And don't just surrender. And put your finger on it. Take the soft approach definitely, because the breaking point is also seen here. Take a soft approach and get to the bottom of it in the last 15 days, and you'll be able to find some solutions in your marriage area. If you are working and you have a job and you have a career, it is not going to be very pleasant, because past issues keep cropping up. That's why this eternity sign in your job area. And differences with your colleagues or superiors will be coming back to and fro all the time in the last 15 days. And it's you who is listening to me. If you value a job, do not want to be involved in this to and fro of problems. Just put your shoulder to the wheel, get focused on what you really have to do, weather the last 15 days, weather them in terms of showing your skills and showing your determination and showing your commitment at work. At least then your superiors will see that it's worthwhile having you. That's the way to tackle your area of job in the last 15 days. And if you are in business, there will be an endless flows to and fro of problems. They are not back-breaking problems. You don't lose contracts or you don't lose a business context, but they are stress-related, anxiety-related. And this card shows that you can't find solutions basically. So try your best to minimize the trouble spots at least, and communicate and show that you are making attempts in your area of business to make the situation better, whether with your business contacts, with your business partners, or those who are giving you business. So the business area is ongoing with trouble spots cropping up here and there. I'm going to look at both the cards, and I'm going to talk to you about health and basically the stress factor for you coming from Virgo. Your stomach and your intestines are taking the whack of it, taking all the brunt of all this frustration. So gastricitis, to conquer that, eat on time at least, and don't eat too much chili food in the month of April. And the other thing, if you're a woman, the sign of Venus here can show that cysts or problems with your ovaries are there. And if you're a man, then I will talk about your prostate gland. So do blood testing, whether you're a man or woman with this card listening to me. So these are the areas. Well, I'm already Skyping and I'm charging you USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And that will be based on your date of birth and time of birth and looking at your palms and face reading you while I Skype as well. I will tackle your next 7 or 8 years in all areas of your life in detail. And I will be able to tell you age by age and calendar year by calendar year how things are going to pan out for you in all areas of your life. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, send me an email, make the contact, let's start talking, and let's get down to a date to make your next 7 or 8 years as best as possible for you. And we'll talk about lottery luck as well. Until then, thank you and good luck.